A single-stage transistor amplifier with collector load RC and emitter resistance RE has DC load of RC plus RE. For highest power gain in one would use CE configuration. A transistor converts DC power into AC power. Transistor amplifier we generally use electrolytic capacitor. The value of collector load RC in a transistor amplifier is less than the output impedance of the transistor. The output power of a transistor amplifier is more than the input power because the addition power is supplied by the collector supply VCC. A transistor amplifier has high output impedance because collector has reverse bias. CC configuration is used for impedance matching because its input impedance is very high. The DC load of a transistor amplifier is generally more than that of a AC load. If the input capacitor of a transistor amplifier is short-circuited, then biasing condition will change. A CE amplifier is also called grounded emitter circuit. If a transistor amplifier feeds a load of low resistance, for example speaker, then voltage gain will be low. The radio wave peak to wave up by the receiving antenna is amplified about 1,000,000 times to have reasonable sound output. The ratio of output impedance of a CE amplifier is moderate. The purpose of a coupling capacitor in a transistor amplifier is to pass AC and block DC. An amplifier has a power gain of so its decibel gain is 20 decibel. In order to get more voltage gain from a transistor amplifier, the transistor used should have thin bias. In the DC equivalent circuit of a transistor amplifier, the capacitor are considered open. The purpose of emitter capacitor is that capacitor across R is to avoid voltage gain drop. The purpose of DC condition in a transistor to set up operating point. In the AC equivalent circuit of a transistor amplifier, the capacitors are considered short. If RC and RL represent the collector resistance and load resistance respectively in a single stage transistor amplifier, then AC load is RC parallel to RL. The purpose of capacitor in a transistor amplifier is to couple or bypass AC component. In a CE amplifier, voltage gain is equal to beta cross RAC divided by Rn. The power and current gain of a transistor amplifier are solar piezo and so respectively, then voltage gain is exponential. In a CE amplifier, the phase difference between voltage across collector and load RC and single voltage is 0 degree. In a single stage transistor amplifier, RC and RL represents collector resistance and load resistance respectively. The transistor sees a DC load of RC. When a transistor amplifier is operating, the current in any branch is sum of AC and DC. The phase difference between the output and input voltage of a CE amplifier is 180 degree. If the collector supply is 10 volt, then the collector output of voltage under DC condition is 10 volt. The input capacitor in an amplifier is the capacitor coupling. The slope of AC load line is that of DC load line is more than that of DC load line. When an AC signal is applied to an amplifier, the operating point moves along load line. A single stage transistor amplifier contains and associated circuitry one transistor. It is generally desired that a transistor should have high input impedance. In the zero signal condition, a transistor sees C load. The point of intersection of DC and AC load lines is called operating point. If a transistor amplifier draws 2 mA when input voltage is 10 volt, then its input impedance is 5 kΩ.